Okay, so I'm gonna do a review on this mouse before going to launch. So this is the Razer Basilisk V3. I had this mouse for a month, and let me tell you, this is probably one of the best, if not the best, gaming mouse that you can get on the market right now. If you want something more simpler, and if you have big hands, go for the V3 because it's way lighter than this and doesn't have any extra buttons. Only has like two buttons here on the sides, the scroll tilt, and a button to choose the DPIs. Also nothing much. But in this one, you have 11 buttons. But yeah, it's really heavy too. Almost 90 grams. Yeah, it's kind of heavy. And I ended up getting this version, the version with the 25.6K DPI sensor, because well, since I don't use the full potential of this sensor, I wasn't gonna use the full potential of the 35K DPI sensor. So yeah, I ended up getting this one, and I ended up getting the wired version because this feels like a wireless mouse, believe it or not, because the cable, dude, like it's built out of this material. Well, it's shit because it's a pain in the ass to clean, but at the same time, dude, like it doesn't create any tension at all, unless the cable is fully stretched, of course. But other than that, like it doesn't create any tension at all. Besides that, there's 11 buttons to program. Holy shit! There's one here, which is a profile button, but it's programmable if you want to program it for something else. I don't fucking know. Scroll tilts to the sides like any other Razer mouse. Obviously, you got the left and right click. You have two buttons here in the middle. So this one in the back right here, it's your DPI sets. You can choose up to 5 or 6 sets. I'm not sure. And this one is the scroll wheel free spin. Like if you click here, the scroll wheel can free spin, and if you click it back, of course, it's gonna go back to normal. Another cool thing is in the Razer software, there's an option which is the smart scroll. So what basically it does is, well, if you scroll like this, like really slowly, like it scrolls normally, but if you start scrolling fast, it goes automatically to free spin. I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah, it's in free spin mode. Now it's stopped. And well, if you want to stop it, just apply a little bit of pressure, but you don't need to click it. Just apply just a little bit of pressure and it stops automatically. And then you have two buttons on the side, like most mouses. And then this is one of the things that caught my attention in this mouse was this button right here. And like I was like, well, just a regular button, right? Well, no, this is the sniper button. I think it's what I called, but at least it's what I called. But I'm not sure what the real name of this is. But I call it the sniper button because let me show you. So this is my regular DPI setting, as you can see, right? Good enough for competitive games and also good enough for just relaxed web searching or editing or something like that. So this DPI setting, it's something that I like because it's not too fast, but it's also not too slow. It's the perfect setting for me. But let's say that you're playing Rainbow Six and you're gonna use Kali or Glass or someone with a DMR. So yeah, you gotta move your hand and your mouse a little bit slowly, and that sucks. But if you wanna move your hand in a more relaxed way, like more freely, just press this button. As you can see, it goes slowly. It goes way slowly than the regular DPI setting. And now I'm gonna let go of the button. As you can see, it goes back to normal. And this is really cool. This is really useful when you're playing as a sniper. That's why I call the sniper button. But again, I'm not sure what the real name of this is. And like in the first week, of using this mouse on, but at least in the first days, like I was not sure if I should keep this mouse or not because I don't know. I it was a bit hard getting used to it, but once you get used to this mouse, best shit ever. Like it's really good for every single game. It's really good for Rainbow Six. It's really good for PUBG, Counter Strike. You name it. It's a really good mouse. And yeah, for 50 bucks, dude, in my opinion, it's a steal. It's the original price. I think I paid a little bit cheaper for this mouse. I think I paid like 40 something, close to 39.99, and it's an amazing price. But and like if you like this version, if you love a wireless version or a faster version, there is a version for everyone. Um, there is the Basilisk V3 X Hyperspeed, I think it's what it's called, which is a wireless version, which costs 50 bucks. But the thing is, it uses double A batteries. And yeah, it sucks. And yeah, it's gonna be like an Xbox controller where you have, instead of recharging, you're gonna have to swap out the batteries, and that's kind of annoying. But like, if you don't want to spend Basilisk V3 Pro money, you can just get this one, and it's gonna be the same hardware, dude. Literally, for half of the price or less. Because you don't feel tension at all in the cable. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to clean, indeed, but you're not gonna feel any tension. Trust me. Unless if the cable is fully stretched, of course, like I told you. And yeah, it's also, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but it's also really grippy. Like since it's not fully made out of plastic, it's made out of plastic and rubber here on the sides. It's really grippy. The I was comparing the mice switches, and what happened was the mouse cursor was on the stop recording button. So what happened was, yeah, I didn't record everything. So I couldn't tell why this felt different than this one. Of course, I did know that different switches, and they felt different because of that, because they're different brands and etc. But this feels kind of like mechanical. This feels like the Razer Purple switch, but just for mice, and I couldn't tell why. So, and I looked at the box. This is equipped with Razer Gen 2 switches, which is kind of like the equivalent of Purple switches, but just for mice. And not only they feel real different, they also sound real different. So I have my old mouse right here, which is the Corsair Prune Pro. Just take a listen how the Prune Pro sounds. Yeah, it's just like a regular mouse. And take a listen on how the Basilisk V3 sounds. Yeah, they sound really different. By the way, I'm wearing a t-shirt instead of the batting room that I was wearing earlier because then all of a sudden it got 10 degrees hotter. Yeah, that's Portuguese weather for you. Of course, 10 degrees in Celsius because I'm not a retard. Anyway, one thing worth noting before ending the video is that if you feel like the Basilisk or the Dead Adder is too big for you, and if you want something like the Dead Adder but way more simple or more symmetrical, just go for the Viper or the Cobra. Trust me. I know lots of people that own the Viper and the competitor to the Viper, which is a mouse from Logitech. I think it's the Superlight X or the Superlight G, if I'm not wrong. And both of Viper owners or Logitech mice owners, they always tell the same thing. They always tell that it's the best gaming mouse out there. But of course, that is if you want a simple and light mouse. But if you want all the bells and whistles, just go for this. But of course, it comes with a cost, and that cost is it's gonna be way more heavier than the Viper or the Cobra. So yeah, quick review on this. Hope you guys enjoyed my second or third review or whatever. If you did, well, do that amazing stuff like and subscribe and etc. And well, if you have any suggestions, fucking hell, feel free to write it in the comments. So yeah, That's pretty much it, guys. I love you, and yeah, bye bye.